Bruce sees all.
Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Bruce Swartz. I'm from Montreal, Quebec. I have a research channel, a CGXL high definition 14-inch telescope, a big enough telescope. With the help of the community, we're able to get ourselves an incredible tool to view the moon, and now I'm viewing the sun. There's infrared captures here also. So can you all endure 2 minutes and 30 seconds of 2 days of sun? It really won't be long, but I think it's important that we take a look at the sun because it is very aggressive. Some recent solar storm also one a couple of days ago. So this is November 9th. These are the sunspots on November 9th. And you're going to see as we're almost done here, and we'll be heading over to today's sun, November 10th. I think you're going to be quite surprised at what you see one of those sunspots doing. You're going to see a massive plume lifting up off of the surface. So here's the ending of yesterday's sun, November 9th. And thanks everyone for subscribing. It helps the creators, for clicking the bells, because you won't get notifications unless you click that bell. Let's go over to November 10th. This is today's sun. A bit different, isn't it? And you can see how it rolled back, the sun or Earth. It's just in a different direction. And you can see it's winter now. Sorry for the shakiness and the wind. It was very windy. So look at that plume in the center. You can see it rising up off the surface. Now, don't forget, these objects are bigger than Earth. Like the spot on top that you're looking at there is a little bigger than Earth. And these sunspots apparently run deep into the core of the sun. And there's many miles, hundreds of thousands of miles between these sunspots. But when they cross their fields and they align themselves and cross over one another, it causes a lot of sun activity like coronal mass ejections, solar storms, and hopefully we won't see a flash. The coronal mass ejections take a couple of days for them to reach Earth, but not the flashes. There was a flash like Betelgeuse in 2019 that exploded. Absolutely incredible. So we're going to look at this various ways, of course, with the proper adjustment of the exposure, right? To get no white noise so we can see all the natural colors on the surface. We see greenery and browns in the center in Mare Serenitatis, where Beresheet from India would have crash landed. How convenient to crash tardigrades, living organisms, inside of a vessel where there's vegetation. If there is vegetation, I actually believe there possibly could be. Don't worry, we'll get a whole bunch of different angles. And when the telescope is off of the moon, like you see here, we don't get a nice color like this. Yeah, I adjusted the exposure before going over it. Mare Imbrium, we see some greens in the blue spots on the bottom where they would have supposedly landed, the Apollo 11 landing site. We can see that square right there very, very well beside the supposed Apollo 17 landing site. And this is inside Mare Serenitatis. So we are watching the full Beaver moon. Oh yeah, full Beaver. Sorry. So it is full, and when it's full, it is ever so bright. You'll see how I adjust the exposure. We really get to see the moon very well. So you see how you're off the moon, and the closer we get to the telescope being over the moon, you'll see the exposure descend and descend. Usually it's bright white light now, so the telescope's combating the effects of that. And I like doing so we can see the edges very well. But right now we're not focusing on the edge. We'll be focusing on more of the viewable part, and then we'll get some nice side shots of the craters that we can see right there on the right side. Thanks for watching, everyone. Wasn't that beautiful? We can see a mare starting up on the top there in the center, towards the left, the back. The Flintstones house over to the left. Mare Fecunditatis and Endymion crater and all these amazing areas. What's that? Look at the crater, half of it's missing. And look at two tacted to a dark line. Oh, boom. There's so many things to see on the surface of the moon, and there's always things that we see during phases that we don't see in other phases, leading me to believe there definitely is some type of haze on the moon. This is with the lights taken down, the exposure. Ooh, look at the smokes and hazes. Looks more like a normal surface. Well, when you get to the moon, that's what you'd see. That's what I believe. Exactly what you'd see. Look at that dark spot there as we're bringing up the lights. And look at the beautiful color, whether it be olivine or not, over Tycho crater. A special shout out to Kenneth Kovich and Christian Marquez for the generous contributions, guys. Thank you very much.
Freehand, guys. Hey, it's still daytime, guys. Look at the sun's still going down. Look at that. Came by to say hi. Nice ball of light in the sky. Low again. I'm doing a freehand. I might have to. Okay, I'll try to lean on this. Probably going to disappear before I can get it though. There.
Aliens up there on the moon, they may be even coming right here soon.
Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions and thanks for watching the videos.
Aliens up there on the moon, they may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon, yes they are up there. Doesn't matter cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.